Hi, everybody. I'm going to read Bear Snores On to you. It was written by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. And as we go through this book, I want you to pay attention and see if you hear parts of the story where they talk about things that they smell or that they see or that they hear. There's a lot of different senses that they use in this book. I just want you to think about that while I read it. Bear Snores On. In a cave in the woods, in his deep, dark lair, through the long, cold winter sleeps a great brown bear. Cuddled in a heap with his eyes shut tight, he sleeps through the day, he sleeps through the night. The cold winds howl and the night sounds growl, but the bear snores on. An itty-bitty mouse pitter-pat tiptoe, creep crawls in the cave from the fluff cold snow. Mouse squeaks, too damp, too dark, too dark. So he lights sweet twigs with a small hot spark. The coals pip-pop and the wind doesn't stop, but the bear snores on. Two glowing eyes sneak peek in the den. Mouse cries, "Who's there?" and a hare hops in. "Ho, Mouse," says Hare, "long time no see." So they pop white corn and they brew black tea. Mouse sips wee slurps, Hare burps big burps, but the bear snores on. A badger scuttles by, sniffs, snuffs at the air. "I smell yummy yums, perhaps we can share." Then, "I've brought honey nuts," Badger says with a grin. "Let's divvy them up, cozy down and dig in." And they nibble and they munch with a chew, chomp, crunch. But the bear snores on. A gopher and a mole tunnel up through the floor. Then a wren and a raven flutter in through the door. Mole mutters, "What a night! What a storm!" twitters wren. And everybody clutters in the great bear's den. They tweet and they titter, they chat and they chitter. But the bear snores on. In a cave in the woods, a slumbering bear sleeps through the party in his very own lair. Hare stokes the fire, Mouse seasons stew, then a small pepper flake makes the bear Rachoo! He blows and he sneezes, and the whole crowd freezes. And the bear wakes up. Bear gnarls and he snarls, bear roars and he rumbles, bear jumps and he stomps, bear growls and he grumbles. You've snuck in my lair, you've all had fun, but me, I was sleeping and I have had none. And he whimpers and he moans, and he wails and he groans. And the bear blubbers on. Mouse squeaks, "Don't fret, don't fuss, look, see, we can pop more corn, we can brew more tea." Bear gulps, bear gobbles, bear sighs with delight, then he spins tall tales through the blustery night. When the sun peeks up on a crisp, clear dawn, Bear can't sleep, but his friends snore on. The end. So, in Bear Snores On, we're using lots of senses in this book. Let's see, we can start at the beginning. And it's a cold night, and we touch things and we feel them. When they're cold, we can feel them. See if you can think of anything that you remember from the story that uses one of our senses. We see things, we touch them, we smell them, we hear them. See, touch, hear, smell. There's one more. Can anybody think of it? Taste. That's right, taste. I think that they tasted, let's see, popcorn, black tea, honey nuts. I bet the honey nuts are sweet. And I bet that popcorn that they popped was loud. Can you think of the sound that popcorn makes? Maybe you can make some popcorn. How about that chew, chomp, crunch? Those are some good sounds that we hear when we're eating. If you eat something crunchy, I know sometimes during school at lunchtime we talk about the foods that we have, and when we take a bite we see if it's a crunchy or a loud sounding food or if it's a really quiet food. Like yogurt is very quiet. Popcorn is loud when you cook it, but when you eat it, it's not. Lots of friends have goldfish and Cheez-Its at snack or lunchtime. Those are loud. And what about that snoring that the bear does all the time? Snoring, that his friends are hearing that. And that ra-chew, that was really loud. Lots of good senses to pay attention to when we're reading this story. You can listen again to me, or if you have it, you can look at the pictures and read it at home with your family and see if you can pick out some more. I hope we didn't name them all and you find some more. Thanks for listening with me. I will hopefully see you soon, and for now, we'll keep doing more stories. Bye-bye.